I'm Sylvia Sanchez. I am a caregiver at On Lok at Pace. Once I open that door, you're my grandparent. I'm going to take care of you exactly how I will take care of anybody in my family. Making them feel safe is our job. We go help our seniors with their bed, bath, shower, and we're there keeping an eye on them when they're taking the pills. Because, some of them will just, yeah, I took it. When I see and I'm with my seniors, and one thing I love about it is just knowing that we are making them happy. When they make you feel as part of the family, that's the part that you're like, okay, we're doing a good job. They love us.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. Let's see if I'm muted. Okay, great. So thank you for your attention. Again, I'm Stephanie on behalf of On Lok, and we would like to welcome, this is our May episode of Yan Can Cook with On Lok. And the topic today is Happy Mother's Day. And for this time, I'd like to give you a little introduction of what we do. On Lok is a nonprofit organization that we've been serving the senior in the Bay Area for over 50 years. Our On Lok PACE program provides medical and support services for our senior. And also our 30th Street Senior Center is the largest senior center in San Francisco. We offer meals, virtual exercise program, case management services. This is a little overview for what we do. Of course, we do more, and just want to bring you back for today's menu. And today's menu will be related to Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. And our menu today will be a mother's purse, savory seafood over tofu, and Mama's Yan Scramble. And with that, I would like to turn it to Chef Yan. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Chef Yan. Hi, you're
How
on the
are you?
spotlight. Like,
Yeah.
hi. How are
First
you
of all,
today?
I am doing really well. I'm excited to present this menu because several of these is my mother's favorite. Okay, Mama Yan's favorite. Now, first of all, I want to wish you all, because I know many of you are mothers, senior mothers, either mother or grandmother. I wish you Happy Mother's Day. 母親節快樂，母親節快樂。So here today, I'm going to show you some of the things that I was brought up with all the time. My mother prepared at home, whether it's Mother's Day or Father's Day or Children's Day, doesn't matter. This is a wonderful dish that I want to present. The first one is Mama Yan's purse. You know why I call it Mama Yan's purse? Because it's so unique. This is actually a banquet dish, but you can do it ahead of time. That means you don't have to worry about doing everything at the last minute. Let me show you the ingredient, okay? Here, I have egg white, okay? I have egg white here. I have 2 egg white. See egg white? Now, when you do egg white, this is very simple. When you get the egg white, you just crack this a little bit, and then you break this up, okay? And you just get the white out, and then keep the yolk, right? So I put it right here, and keep the yolk for another dish, okay? Don't have to worry. And then you lightly beat in this. Get ready, okay? Get ready. And then heat up your frying pan. So this way you don't have to waste time. Cooking is about planning ahead, knowing exactly what you want to do, okay? Now, the other ingredient I have is, I have some pepper, red and yellow pepper, like this. I want to show you. Look at that, okay? Can you see that? Yellow and red bell pepper. And I also have some carrot. Look at this, carrot. And then I have some chive. Now, this is chive. This is yellow colored chive, very, very nice, okay? And this one, when they do go to Chinese restaurant for yimin, this is what they use. And also have some fresh corn, okay? Fresh corn, I love fresh corn. I grow it in my backyard, okay? Green onion, and then, this is important. This is hikoma. I want to show you half the hikoma. The hikoma. This is jicama, okay? I peel it and I cut it into thin slices like this, and I'm gonna dice it. So everything is diced. Onion also diced, okay? Now I wanna show you, jicama is very, very popular. And in Asia, all over Asia, and also in Mexico, jicama is very, very good because you know why? Normally this dish they use freshwater chestnut, but they use jicama. You know why jicama is so good? You can stir fry them, you can saute them, you can braise them, you can pan fry them, you can put it in casserole. It never lose the texture, nice and crunchy texture, nice and sweet. Actually, I like this better and also easy to peel than garlic, than water chestnut. That's the reason why. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna get all these ready, cut into bite-sized pieces. Okay, I cut into very small, thin pieces like this. This is a jicama, and then I line them all up like this, so everybody can see that I do it everything in front of you. Okay, 1, 2. This is julienne. Look at that. This is julienne like this. Okay, this is julienne pieces like this. Can you see that? Okay, this is julienne pieces, and then I put it right over here, and then I will line them all up like this. Look at that. I line them all up. I go 1. When you cut, always remember, cut at 1. If your children and grandchildren want to help you, but they have never used a knife before, I'm going to show you that you can actually use a finger guard. The finger guard is right here. I will show you the finger guard just in case. Okay, this is the finger guard right here. You see this? We have designed this finger guard. You can put your finger here. Then this way, when you cut, you do not worry about cutting your finger. See this way? You see that? That's the finger guard, okay? And then while this is done, I put it right over here. Use this to transfer. I welcome all of you from all over the country. You know, I know that many of you have followed me in the last year or so. Every time we always have new people. Now I'm gonna dice the onion. I go 1, okay, 2, and then 3, and then 4, okay, 4, seesaw, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you go like this. Look at that. That's why you can dice all of these onions, okay? And that's all we really need, okay? That's all we really need. And then we don't need all of these. And then put it all together. Preparation is the key, particularly when you're cooking for your mother, for your grandmother, for Mother's Day. Do this ahead of time. And then we have some leftover bell pepper. I also want to use it, okay? Always use bell pepper. I line them all up. Always cut in pieces like this. Look at that, very simple. Cut it up, you see? Cut into pieces like this. I show everything in front of you. I go, this is another way. You can either go like this, or you can go like this. Downward, forward, downward, forward, downward, forward. Sliding motion. Then you have beautiful pieces like this. And then when this is done, I also use this as a spatula to transfer food. Now, all of these are all cut up, including the chive. The chive is all, okay? The chive is already cut up. So the chive give you flavor and fragrance, okay? The first thing we'll do is stir fry this ahead of time. I want to allow, this is the filling to make our purse. You know why I use so many colors? You're just like your mother, just like your grandmother's purse. A lot of jewelry, a lot of money and jewelry that resemble that money and jewelry, okay? Now, I use about 1 teaspoon of oil. I use this oil withstand high temperature without smoking. I stir fry this, and I also use a tiny bit of ginger. I love ginger flavor for this. I just crush this piece of ginger. I go, and the ginger is right here. And also, you love garlic. Also use garlic because this is a vegetarian, no meat. You can add seafood, but this is how I peel the garlic again. And then I press it and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then this is the garlic already crushed. Okay, now look at that. When this is all nice and done, I will put in all the things that takes longer to cook first. Carrot, I put it in, okay? Onion, I put it in. jicama, I put it in, okay? And then corn, I put it in. I put the chive and the red bell pepper in the last minute. I don't want to put it in too early, okay? And then I stir, and I add a tiny bit of pepper, a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, very simple. Tiny bit of sesame seed oil. If you want a tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of salt. This is Himalayan salt, very nice, okay? This is rocks, this is ngam yin, okay? Tiny bit, about half a teaspoon at the most. And then, look at that. And then when this is nice and done, if you want to cook it faster, it's very simple. Put a tiny bit of broth. Look at that. You see that? Nice and simple. And then you put the rest of the stuff. Green onion, red bell pepper, and then chive. This would be really good, okay? Now we remove these, and I put, look at it, it's beautiful. Nice and colorful already. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this is, okay? Look at that. This is like your mother, your grandmother's purse. Make sure you prepare this for your mother and your grandmother during Mother's Day on Sunday, okay? I toss. I want to show you close up how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look how beautiful, okay? Now, when this is done, I would lightly thicken this, okay? Because it's already well seasoned, okay? Already well seasoned. I put in a tiny bit of cornstarch. And then if you want, have a little touch of flavor contrast, tiny bit of sugar, okay? Not much. This, you already got all the flavor here. Now look at that, how beautiful. This, after that, you kind of cool this down a little bit. Let it cool down a little bit over here, okay? Let it cool down. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit, okay? In the meantime, I'm gonna make the purse. You gotta have a purse, okay? First, you gotta have a purse. The purse is egg white, okay? I already show you, this is egg white. I put a tiny bit of oil, okay? Put a tiny bit of oil to make a little omelet, a little egg white omelet as a purse. Now, look at that. I put a tiny bit of extra oil, but I don't need all of them. So what I'm gonna do is, I will remove these. This is healthy cooking for mother, okay? Always cook with less oil, less salt, okay? And I put it right here. See, I don't need that much oil. I just basically coat this a little bit, okay? That's it. And then I lightly beat up this egg white and we'll make a little thin egg white omelet, okay? Now we put it right in the middle, okay? And then I move them around. Look at that, a beautiful omelet like this. Look at that. And then allow it, I use medium-low heat, medium-low. I don't want to overcook them. I don't want to burn them. Okay, very thin slices. Look at that. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. This is a beautiful egg white. Now, you can use the whole egg. You can use an egg omelet, but this is more classy, okay? I use the egg yolk for other things, then other dish later on. Now, look at that. This is how we do it. You don't want to overcook them. So you move them around, you shake them a little bit to allow the oil underneath. There's not much oil. And then this is basically done. Now look at this. Then when this is done, you remove these and put it over here. Look at that. We're gonna remove these and put it over here. I will show you. We have a little spatula here. Look at that. I literally remove these. I'm gonna show you how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look at that. This is so beautiful. Look at this, okay? And then I have some chive or green onion already branched. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to fold it, okay? Now, here I have this. I put this in. This is kind of cooled down a little bit already, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to fold it, okay? This dish is going to be so beautiful, okay? Let me show you quickly how to do it. I have spoon here. I'll show you everything in front of you so everybody can learn something. Look at this. This is a beautiful egg white omelet like this. Look at the color. Look at that. Okay, I make 2 of these and I put it over here. And then I put this right here, already cooled down a little bit, already marinate. This is the purse. This is the content of your mother and your grandmother's purse. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This is vegetarian, but you can add some seafood or some chopped chicken, chopped pork, or whatever. I hold onto this and I hold onto this like this. Look at that. I fold it and I fold it in beautifully. Look at, I fold it in like this and I fold it in and I fold in and I have a purse. Look at that. Look at this purse. Okay. Now, and then the next thing I want to hold on, I hold onto this like this and I will tie this up. Okay. I will tie this up tightly. Tie this up. I hold onto this. Okay. And I will tie this up. Let me show you. We'll tie this up like this. Look how beautiful. I tie this up. I tie this up like that. One more time. We tie this up. Just to show you, everybody can do this. Look at this purse. This is my mother's purse. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Okay. And then when this is done, I put the purse. And then I want to lightly steam this if you prepare this ahead of time. But since, look at that, I make a couple of these things, okay? So get ready. That means you can make all of this ahead of time. You don't have to do it in the last minute. When the purse is ready, you set it aside and lay it out here. In the meantime, we're gonna get the sauce and the glaze, okay? Here, the sauce is right here. Let me show you. This is the sauce. Put it on the bottom, okay? And the glaze on top, so it's beautiful. I have some broth. I have some sesame seed oil. I have some soy sauce, okay? And I have some wine. Now, if your mother or your grandmother love wine, okay, particularly white wine or red wine, by all means, put it in, okay? And then I also have a tiny bit of Himalaya salt, okay? And then we lightly thicken this up. We'll show you. This will be the sauce, okay? This is very, very good. Look at that. I pull it in slowly. Look at that. Just the right amount of salt. This is the right amount. Look at that. This is how you do it. Don't want to do it too thick. Keep on shaking. That's the reason why I like it, okay? Now, I'm going to put the big one, okay? Put the big one right here. Look how beautiful. My mother's purse. I put one over here. All of these plants are from my garden. Look at all these from my garden.
Wow.
Okay? This is amazing. And then in the meantime, I'm going to put the sauce. Put the sauce on the bottom, okay? So you don't want to stain your purse. So when you eat it, you can dip it in like a dipping sauce. Look how beautiful. Look at that, huh? How do you like it so far? Huh?
Yes, we like it so much, Chef Yan. Some people would like to ask you, how do you choose the perfect how to pronounce it? Hakama. Yeah.
Hikoma.
Yeah.
Hikoma is hikoma.
How to choose the how to choose the freshness?
Hikoma is let me show you one more time. Okay, it's a hikoma. It's a Jicama. Hikoma. When you choose hikoma, make sure this is no wrinkle, no dried up. The skin is very tight and very fresh, very shiny, right? If this is wrinkle, that means the hikama have been in the shell for a little bit too long, okay? Always buy the one that's nice and fresh. And this, once you do, you put it in the fridge, it lasts for weeks. That's the good thing about Bikoma, okay? Now we make the glaze. We want to make the glaze. The glaze is right here. I have some broth. Look at, we'll make the glaze, okay? So we'll put it right on top. It's going to be so beautiful. This is my mother's purse. Put a tiny bit of sugar, put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and I put a tiny bit of wine. This is the glaze, no soy sauce, okay? It's nice and translucent. And then whenever you do this, you always remember, let me show you how to do it. You okay? If you have one hand, you go like this. You keep on doing it like this. That's how you do it if you by one person, okay? Or you can put it in while you're stirring it. This way, you have a beautiful, beautiful glaze, okay? Now, this is the beautiful glaze. Just the right amount of sauce. Look at that, beautiful. Now, let me show you this. Anybody else have any question? Please ask me. Please ask.
Do you use peanut oil for stir fry?
I use camellia tea seed oil because peanut oil is only about 375 smoking point. Olive oil is even much lower. I use camellia tea seed oil, which is 485 degrees when I do stir fry. Okay, and also loaded with vitamin A, and also antioxidant. Look at that. Look at the glaze. Look at the glaze I'm putting on my purse, on my mother's purse. Look at that. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that. Yes,
so
pretty.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, you want to make it beautiful? Give your mother some flour.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and give your mother some beautiful flower. Look at that, because this is from my garden. From my garden, look at how beautiful, okay? And then touch it up with a tiny bit of this on the purse. Look at how beautiful. Now, it is not only, you should learn how to cook from us, professional chef.
Oh,
you should
beautiful.
also how to put it together. Look at these. I just want to show you how beautiful this is. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that?
Yes.
This is Mama Yan's purse for all the mothers and grandmothers. Look at that. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a chance to ask more questions. Okay. In the meantime, please ask a question.
They want to know, have you cooked the chive?
Yeah, I will parboil the chive. I'll parboil the chive and put the chives all together. Toward the last end, the last minute. I cook the chive toward the last minute. If you do, you go to Chinese restaurant to have 乾炒牛河, you know, or yi mian, they always use yellow chive. I grew the green chive and in my backyard, but I did not grow the green chive. I do not grow the yellow chive. The yellow chive you can buy them. I will show you the whole package later on. Okay. In the meantime, I hope not only this purse, I will also offer this to the mother for Mother's Day. Look at that. Macaron, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Okay. This is for you, to wish you, all the mothers and grandmothers, happy Mother's Day. Look at that.
Hey.
From my heart to your heart. This is beautiful. And so this is going to be amazing, okay? This is for everybody. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to do, you know what?
First, we would like to announce our first winner for today.
Good.
Is Wendy Fong from the Bay Area Palo Alto. Yeah, Wendy Fong, thank you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, Wendy, you get a copy of my book, Martin Yan's China, or Martin Yan's Quick and Easy, or if you read Chinese, we have a book called Martin Yan's Hong Kong Meido, the taste of nostalgia from all the wonderful recipe from Hong Kong. Oh, let me show you the yellow chive, just in case some of you have never seen this before. Yellow chive. You can buy them a whole package like this, okay? Called Gao Wang. Wang means yellow. Gao Wang, Gao Chai, Gao Wang. This is very, very sweet. You can buy them in a whole package like this. When you use them, you just trim the end off. You trim the end off like this, and then you can use the whole thing. You scramble egg, You can put in your soup. You can put in your hot and sour soup. You can do your stir fry your noodle. Wonderful. Okay. Now, anybody else have any questions so far? We move on to the savory seafood over poached tofu. Okay. We're gonna show you how to poach the tofu. And then I will show you first. I'm gonna get some water. So getting water.
Yeah, so you showed the yellow chive earlier, right? So do you have to cut off the end and just throw it away or what?
Normally I cut at the end of the end. The end is not as favorable as the top, but I don't want to waste too much. Give you an example, okay? Just in case. Here you have a piece of chive like this, right? You have a piece of chive. You see that? Okay. This is the end. Okay, this is the end. This is what you want to use. And you line them all up like this. So when you cut, you can cut right here. And this one, I normally don't use it. But if this is precious, you can use the whole thing. And then you use this part. Okay? Anybody any other question?
Well, this is a question for me. So is that a specific reason you use egg white? Is that because of prettier?
Yeah, because it's more elegant. You can actually use the egg omelet. In fact, in most restaurants, they use only egg white, okay? But at home, you can do it whatever you want, doesn't matter. Now, here, I have some tofu here, okay? And I will poach this a little bit, or you can use hot water. You know, tofu can be eaten raw because it's already cooked, okay? That's why you go to Japanese restaurant, you have tofu with some seaweed and sesame seed, and you eat it chill, okay? This tofu is already cooked. You don't have to cook it again, okay? This is soft tofu. So I cut the soft tofu like this, okay? And I poach the soft tofu in hot water, okay? I use it very, very handle gingerly. I put it right here, okay? I don't dump it. I hold onto it very, very slowly, very gently. I slide it down like that, and I poach my tofu like this, okay? I poach it. This one is already poached, just poached. I want to show you a little trick, okay? Just in case you need to learn how to do this properly. If you can poach this, if you want the tofu to be warm, you just splash some hot water right on top before you serve, okay? That's easy, okay? The water is here, it's hot, then you just splash it all over. Now this one is seafood, okay? Savory seafood over poached tofu. You know why I chose the first one? The first one is vegetarian, it's healthy, and also it is elegant, and it has a symbolic meaning. I am giving all this treasure to my mother's purse or to my grandmother's purse. That's why I do this dish, okay? And this is so beautiful. And I'm not kidding. I am proud of this particular dish because every Mother's Day for many, many years, and always serve this and serve it to my mother to wish her happy Mother's Day. I wish you all happy Mother's Day. Now, this is done. I poach it, okay? I poach this, and then I take it out gingerly, okay? I take it out gingerly. When I say gingerly, that means I am, look at that, look at beautiful. I put it right over here. This is amazing, okay? Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to saute the seafood and then put it right on top. It's so beautiful. Look at that, it's symmetrical. Look at that. Look at this. Here, I have scallop. This is bay scallop. I have shrimp, jumbo shrimp, and this is fish, saba fish, okay? Very, very popular. We will use a tiny bit of pepper to marinate. I will do it in a big bowl. Anybody have any questions so far? To marinate seafood, you can do it together. Fish, okay? Fish, scallop.
So they asked you, did you use soft tofu?
Use soft tofu. You can use medium tofu because it's easier to handle. But you go to a good Chinese restaurant, always serve soft tofu in this particular dish because it's more silken and more smooth and custardy rather than firm, okay? So I have pepper. This is basic marinade. I put a tiny bit of pepper and a tiny bit of, this is important, okay? This is garlic salt, tiny bit of garlic salt, and a tiny bit of sesame oil, okay? And a tiny bit of wine. I always like to use rice wine, okay? Or Shaoxing wine, okay? And then, now this is the tofu I'm using, okay? Silken tofu, check it out. Silken tofu. Can you see silken tofu?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. This is soft tofu. Yeah. 水豆腐, 滑豆腐, also called 嫩豆腐, okay? 嫩豆腐, 滑豆腐. So silken tofu, I put it right here, so just in case you need it. There are different brands. You don't have to buy the same brand, okay? I just happen to get this brand. But they are in the market, there are all kind of brands, okay? And then I also put a tiny bit of cornstarch to marinate it, seal in the juice. Always marinate, Chinese chef always marinate with cornstarch, okay? This
Chef,
is going to be so good. Yes.
Chef Yan, Michelle would like to ask you, what is the most important life lesson that your mother taught you?
My mother's lesson is, when I left China, when I was about 13 years old, my mother left me three advice. First, be honest, be honorable, and be credible. Never, never, never lie to people. Always be nice to people. That's the first advice. Second advice, you don't have to be number one. You strive to be the best. You don't have to be number one, because number one catch all the wind. 树大招風, okay? 樹大招風. You catch all the winds and everybody coming all over you. The third advice, 執輸行頭慘過敗家. When you decide to do something, you do it. Don't wait, because the opportunity may only be there in a split second. So catch the opportunity. Never, never wait, okay? And that's the reason why I've been working very, very hard. Now, I've been on television for 43 years on PBS and also in commercial station. We do shows all over the world. And you know what? I still enjoy it, because like today, I'm presenting something that I love and I'm passionate about to millions of people all over the world. Because this one is not only about 400 or 500 people learning from me today, because this will be on Lok's website and YouTube and our YouTube, and everybody can enjoy. Now, here I have seafood, okay? Look at that. Oh, look at that. And then I have seafood. This is beautiful. And I toss. And then, now this is important. This is Cajun spice. This is what makes it. This is Cajun spice from Louisiana, from Paul Prudhomme and Emerald. And then this is the jambalaya. Jambalaya. This is the Cajun spice. Jambalaya. Let me show you. See that? Can you see this? Okay. Can you see that? So this is beautiful. Oh, and then extra splash of wine. Okay, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Never overcook your seafood. Look at that. When the shrimp is cooked, they curl up and looks beautiful. Look at the shrimp. Look at this piece of shrimp. Look at the shape of this shrimp. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? It curls up. And then, last but not least, I'm going to put a tiny bit of broth, seafood broth. Look at that. And then, now this is the trick that you don't normally do. And I shut it off. And I put the egg white. Look at that. I put the egg white right on top. I don't want to overcook the egg white, okay? Look at how beautiful. Look at that, okay? And then, now this is another trick that I want to share with you. And then, you remember I have some egg yolk left? And I put the egg yolk and I sprinkle it like this. Look at it, look at it. Egg yolk, okay? Egg yolk, and this is so beautiful. And then this is the dish that I want to show all of you how to present the dish, and then you can enjoy it with your mother or grandmother, okay? Look at that, look how beautiful. And then I will show you, this is all cooked. You don't want to overcook anything, okay? Look at that, look at this, beautiful. I pull the water away. I pull some of this water away because it's like I just water branch it a little bit. I put it right here. And then I want to show you how beautiful this is, okay? Now, I don't want to overcook this. So this is beautiful. This is nice. And it's color contrast. Look at that. Now, this is, you know why I cook this? Because this one, it is so beautiful and so healthy, you know, and also there's no bone. So it's good for mothers of all ages, because your mother may be 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 80 years old, 90 years old, okay? And then I will put this right over here. And then, now look at that. I'm gonna shake this a little bit. I'm gonna shake this, shake. Now, this is gonna be so beautiful. Finally, I shut this off, put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay? Tiny bit of sesame seed oil and a tiny bit of extra pepper. If for people from Northern China, you can put a chili garlic sauce, okay? But this is for my mother. She doesn't eat too much very, very hot and spicy food. And I slice these right on the top of the tofu. Look at that, look at how beautiful. Look at that. Can you imagine how beautiful this is, okay? Now, I want to show you how to present the dish, okay? I have chopstick here. Whenever you cook a dish, you should make it look beautiful. Look at this, oh, look at how beautiful this is. Look at that, look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful this is. This is how I do this. I have scallop here, I have scallop here. So make sure that they are nicely evenly distributed. And that's what makes the dish looks elegant, okay? And you want to please your mother's eye. And that's the reason why I am little touch. You go to a fancy restaurant, any restaurant, you probably notice the chef, the master chef always hang around and do it like that. And this one, Lin Pong, look at that. This is
Wow,
also
what is that?
from my garden. This is like Lin Pong. This is from this flower, the leaf from this flower, okay?
Oh.
And then this is so beautiful. Look at that. When I finish this, you will be very impressed. This is for your mother, okay? And then this is one, and then two, okay? This is so beautiful. Everybody can enjoy it. It's not only cooking a beautiful dish, but cooking something and make it look absolutely gorgeous. So to please your eye, okay? Now, this is the second dish, and I'm quite sure everybody have some question. Let me show you. Okay, look at that.
So they want to ask. They want to ask you, are your flowers edible flowers?
Yeah, this is all the edible flower. I picked all edible flower. I grew it in my garden, edible flower. Okay, look at that. Okay, look at that. You can actually buy edible flower in supermarket. You know that?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, you can actually buy edible flower. So this is my mother's purse, Mama Yan's purse. And this is the savory seafood over poached tofu. Isn't it nice?
Yeah,
and the
it's
good
beautiful.
thing about this particular dish is it is suitable for mother of all ages. It is, you know, I don't deep fry anything, okay? I basically use poaching, steaming, blanching, and stir frying. So it's healthy, okay? So make sure everybody can do that. And this one, it is so beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that? I'll turn it around so you can see it better. Anybody have any question?
Yeah, I
Anybody?
think I saw Linda asked you what to confirm, did you use onion or garlic salt?
I use a tiny bit of, you can use garlic salt or onion salt. The reason I want to have some aromatic salt rather than just salt, okay? So I use onion salt. You can use garlic salt or onion salt, but I also have a little touch of the Cajun spices for seafood. You see, that's a seafood for jambalaya, which is for seafood. That's the reason why it's so interesting. Now, lettuce. I'm quite sure somebody let's draw another wonderful prize for everybody.
Yes, it's Irene. Irene, thank you. Our staff already contacted you. Irene, congratulations.
Where is Irene from?
From the Bay Area.
Oh, from the Bay Area. How come we don't have anybody from out of town, out of the state win a prize today? Let the third prize, make sure we go to somebody outside of the state and let it spin the wheel. Once again, Happy Mother's Day. 母親節快樂，母親節快樂. Okay. Now the next one is also my favorite because my mother picked this for me very, very often. When I was growing up, everything is ration. There's only 2 pounds of meat, 2 caddy, 2 caddy of meat a month, okay? That means 4 ounces of oil. 4 ounces of oil is about a quarter of a cup of oil. But my mother raised chicken that lays egg, so that's why. And also, she also grow some tomato in a pot. I have 10 wooden barrel. I grow all kind of stuff. I grow all kind of cherry tomato, all kind of tomato. Okay, so this is cherry tomato, and this tomato actually from my garden. But this is actually not the regular tomato. This is actually arum tomato. I'm going to show you the arum tomato. The arum tomato doesn't look as good as the regular tomato. When tomato looks beautiful, they're not the best, okay? Now, this is arum tomato. Let me show you. Arum tomato. Let me show you this. This is the tomato you should get, okay? This is the best tomato. You go to an Italian restaurant, you'll have the tomato with the for that caprese. See, I have to make sure caprese. This is arum tomato that they use, okay? This is the tomato I use, okay? The next one to show you is very, very simple. I peel the tomato. The easier way to peel the tomato is you put this in ice in a freezer for about 10 minutes. You take it out and dump it in hot water. Once you dump it in hot water, about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you take it out, you can peel the tomato. Very, very simple. Everybody know how to do it, okay? Now, I'm gonna have this already peeled. So I cut this up and I cut this up, okay? Anybody have any question about tomato? The best thing to do it is to grow tomato yourself, okay?
Yeah, some people would like to ask you to show some picture of your garden.
Oh, I will
next time probably, right?
Now next time I'll show you. In fact, you know what? After we finish, I walk you over there and take a look at my garden. Okay.
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
Just in case, yeah, I'll show you all the things that I grow: snow peas, garlic, yellow chive, green chive, cilantro, and about 8 different type of mint, lemon balm, and all kind of stuff. Now look at this. I have cut up all of these into bite-sized chunks like this. Cut it up, and I use this to transfer food. Now look at that.
And some people would like to ask you how did you prevent all these animal eating your produce?
Because
that's a good question.
When I go out, outside the plant, I actually have a little net, okay, a little net so the deer. Where we live is up in the hill, a lot of deer running around, roaming around, and that's the reason why some of the backyard doesn't look as well, doesn't look as good. But I basically, sometimes you can go get some repellent, deer and animal repellent, but this does not really hurt the animal as much. But you know, they smell and they walk away. And the thing is, you make sure you stand beside your vegetable garden 24 hours a day to guard it. Okay, I'm just joking. But anyway, I will cut this up. This is going to be great. Green onion. I have 3 eggs here, or 4 eggs, and I cut this up. Okay, I cut this up. Look at this. Look at how fast I can do it. This is for sprinkle it on top. Okay, and this will be a garnish. Now, this particular dish is also very unique because it is also healthy. All 3 dishes that I'm doing is very suitable for mothers of all ages. If your mother is 95 years old, this dish, and this dish is perfect for her. Okay. Now, I have 3 or 4 eggs here. I have 3 tomato, 3 arum tomato, and I have some cherry tomato from my garden, and I have some cilantro from my garden. Now, this is cilantro from my garden. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. What I did is I used the stem. You see the stem? I use the stem because I want texture. So I save these and I use the stem. Look at how I do it. I cut the stem down and I save these and I use the stem. 1, 2, 3, you see? I chop this all up. This is the stem. And I put the stem. I use this for texture. This is chop up cilantro stem. Sang chai, okay? And then green onion. And this for garnish. In the meantime, we're going to start cooking. Let me show you. Let me show you how easy it is, okay? And this way, everybody can see what I'm doing. So far, anybody else any question? Use the best tomato. Don't use a green tomato. I want to use nice, ripe tomato that sweet and the sweetness and the flavor of the tomato exploded in your mouth, okay?
Yeah, they want to know, how do you keep your cilantro so fresh if you don't grow it in your garden, and how do you preserve them?
Okay, you put it in water like this. You put it in water and cover up with some paper towel, so that does not allow it to be dehydrated. And also cover with a little bit of a paper towel, little paper towel, a paper bag to cover it. So keep the moisture, okay? Keep the moisture inside. The whole thing is basically drying up. You don't want to dry it up, okay? Now I use, once again, now look at how I do it. This particular dish, I want to show you. I use a lot of garlic. Garlic is good. Garlic is good for people of all ages, particularly for mothers, okay? So I use garlic. I peel the garlic. Look at how easy it is. I peel the garlic. Look at that. I peel the garlic, okay? And I peel the garlic. Wow. And then I slice the garlic into slices. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, I get this slice. I got pretty big chunk. Okay, pretty big chunk. This way, I want to get the flavor and the texture out of it. Okay, I don't want to chop it up too hot. And then easy cooking. Okay, always heat up your frying pan first. Okay, I use only 2 teaspoons of oil, very little oil. Okay, now the trick of this is we have tomato, we have garlic, but I want to introduce something interesting. Also a tiny bit of ginger. I crushed the ginger a little bit. Look at that, I crushed the ginger. Once again, I crushed the ginger. And I crushed the ginger. Oh, done, okay. Of course, my mother is a very good cook. She has great skill. And then the first thing is I mix the chopped cilantro stem with this, okay? And put it all together. And I put it right here. Oh, this is the tomato. I flavor the tomato a little bit. Look at that. Oh, and I flavor the tomato with a tiny bit of pepper, a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, okay? And then a tiny bit of soy sauce, not much, just enough. I don't want to make it too dark. This is basically almost flavor. And then, now, this is the trick. Let me show you. I'm gonna use ketchup. Look at that. 2.5 tablespoons of ketchup. And I use hoisin sauce. Hoisin. Hoisin sauce. This is my secret here. Because the hoisin sauce has all kinds of flavor. And then I put a tiny of Thai sweet chili sauce. This is my trick. Okay. Give that nice thing. And then very little sugar. Only half a teaspoon of sugar. Okay. And then pepper. Give a little kick to excite your mother's palate. And then look at that. Look at that. Look at this. And this is done. You don't want to overcook them, okay? This is very well flavor. That's the trick that I'm doing. This, I learned it from my mother. This is how you do it. And then in the meantime, you put in another wok. Okay, we'll get another wok. Okay. And heat this up. Now, I am going to show you two things. Okay, this is amazing. Okay. You have never seen this before. I want to show you. This is the heirloom tomato. Once again, available in any supermarket. Okay. And then the next thing I want to show you is how to make the scramble egg. Never overcook them. Okay. Scramble the egg. Okay. Just enough oil to coat the bottom. Very, very important. Okay. And then when the wok is hot enough, you can tell. Okay. You can feel it. You can feel it. Normally you can do it like this. Okay. This is really hot. And then I put the egg. Okay. I put the egg right here. And I just go shake them. Okay, I shake them. I don't want to overcook this egg. Look at that. Just like scrambled egg. Look at that. This way, it's nice. And I fold them. I shake. Great exercise. Anybody, any question? I don't want to overcook the protein of the egg. So I nice and smooth. Okay? Look at how smooth this is. Look at that. Look at this, how beautiful. Can you see that? Okay, and then I toss. This is so beautiful. Then I turn it off and I finish it because the wok is still really hot. And then I put
it looks really silky.
Yeah, very silky, very smooth, very nice. And then I toss it like this. And then, now look at that. I am about to show you, this is the best tasting. Now, to enhance the flavor and enhance everything, you know what I'm gonna do? Have you ever seen this before? This is another secret. This is black garlic, or also called heat-aged garlic, fermented garlic. When you peel this, let me show you. You can buy them in, this is very popular in Japan and Korea and Taiwan and a lot of places. Inside it looks like prune. And you can pop it in your mouth and eat it. Looks like prune. Very sweet. I'm going to cut this in half. Okay? I'm going to cut this in half. And then we'll show you how to garnish this dish. Now look at this. I have this. The tomato. I want to show you how beautiful you can present your dish. Look at that. You go to a restaurant, they may not necessarily have the patience to do something like this, but you do it at home, that's how you do it. And then you have a beautiful garlic. And you have a beautiful garlic on the side, okay? A beautiful garlic on the side. This is so beautiful. And then some cherry tomato from my garden. That's how you please your mother, okay? Because your mother know that you have take your time and try to please her. That's the reason why this is so important, okay? Can you see that? Then sprinkle with a tiny bit of green onion. And that's all you need, okay? If you want to make it fancy and cute, I'm gonna use tomato, 1, 2, 3, 4. Show you how beautiful this is. 1, 2, and then 3. That's another dish that I will present to all the mothers for Happy Mother's Day. Look at how beautiful,
Nice.
okay? Isn't it nice?
Nice, it's beautiful, yay.
Look at that.
Wow, it's incredible, yeah.
Look at this. When this is done, it is so beautiful. Look at that.
Wow.
So today, not only you should make your dish delicious, you should also make it very appealing. And that's the reason why we want to share with you all the things that I have done for 43 years on television. Because if Yan can cook, so can you. Look at that. All these dishes that I have done today. I would like to take this opportunity. Let us ask more questions, just in case you have more questions. Then we'll show you my garden.
I think it's time for us to just take a quick look at your garden. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go outside in the garden. Can we go out to the garden and check it out? Yeah, we'll check how the signal is, okay? Let's walk.
Okay.
Yeah, in case the signal. Yeah, well, in case, yeah, so then we can come back and ask questions. Let me
Yes.
show you a part of my garden. Okay, come. Okay, this
So
is my garden.
So everybody, just in case if we got lost the signal, then that will be today's show at for Yan Can Cook with On Lok, but we get extra bonus today. Wow.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Yeah, I'm trying my garlic. I grow my garlic. Look at that. This is the garlic that I grow. Can you see that? This is garlic I grow in the garden. I'm drying it here. And then this is part of my garden. This is part of my garden. Look at the barrel. This is only part of it. This is only part of it. Look at that. Look at all these things that are in my garden. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see that. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that your
I
field,
have-
all the produce that you grow here?
No, this is only part of it. The other
Okay.
one is too far.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Great. Thank you,
Yeah,
Chef
look
Yan.
at look at this. Look at this. Can you see that? Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see that. Yep.
Yeah, you see all of these things. This is only part of my garden. I have 3 more patches at the back. But if I walk out to the other side, I won't be able to. To have signal. So that's the reason why. And I have about 10 to 12 barrels. I harvest my snow pea, sugar snap pea, everything around here, and all every day. And also the cherry tomato is coming out. Everything is coming out. Okay. So this is my cactus garden right here. My cactus garden right here. Look at that. My cactus garden and all the roses. All the roses. When you walk up, I have roses. That's the reason why it is so wonderful. I love gardening.
Wow.
Now,
so it's like a full-time job, right?
You know what? I'm a gardener. I love gardening. I love gardening. The gardening,
that's great.
it relaxes people. And a lot of senior home, they have a vegetable garden. So the senior can actually get a chance to plant their own thing.
Yeah,
And
that's great.
all of these in my garden. This is in my garden. Look, this is all in my garden.
Wow.
Okay?
All
And
these
this is
flowers,
also-
so pretty.
Yeah. This is all in my garden. All from our garden. And we have a lot of things in the garden. Let me show you. This is also from our garden.
The roses?
Yeah, the roses. Sue, my wife Sue, put it together. Look at that, how beautiful. This is also from my garden. Look at that. So.
Oh, how pretty. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think this is the end for today. We already go over time, but thank you very much for everybody showing up. Okay. And just a little housekeeping item. We'd like to say congratulations, Charles. Our staff already contacted you for your address and contact information. Thank you very much. And thank you, Chef Yan. Happy Mother's Day. And
Well,
then we
take
will
a look one more time. Take a look
Okay.
at these beautiful dishes. Look at that. These dishes that we presented to you today. Look at these beautiful dishes that everybody can prepare this at home and celebrate Happy Mother's Day with your mother, your grandmother. And once again, Happy Mother's Day.
Yay. I really love the purse, actually. I really love the purse. It's very creative. I haven't, have not thought about it before, like how pretty that can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are perfect for mothers of all ages because it's healthy, nutritious, less salt, less oil, and also very easy to kind of, you don't have to swallow it. There's no bone. So it's a perfect menu to celebrate Mother's Day for mothers of all ages. Once again, make sure you have any question. Make sure you know that Yan can cook with On Lok. Yan can cook with On Lok, where senior embrace life. And then if you want more recipe or the cookbook, the recipe and the cooking tips, always check this out, yancancook.com. Okay. In the meantime, we'll see you again. The first week of June, the first week of Thursday.
Right.
The first week of Thursday.
Yes, first day of the month.
And then also watch the Yan Can Cook My Chinatown. We just did My Chinatown. So we welcome you to San Francisco. You are visiting San Francisco one day.
Go to youtube.com, see as a cat.
Sorry, my 1 second. Trying to let me change you back again. What was the my Chinatown again, please? youtube.com/c/Yan-Can-Cook. But I'm sure if you YouTube onto and search Yan Can Cook, we'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, once again, thank you so much. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Stephanie from On Lok. And it's a wonderful opportunity to share my love and passion with everybody, members of On Lok, and also new friends, old friends of On Lok. We'll see you again in June.
We'll see you again in June.
Thursday. Yes.
Great. Thank you very much, Chef Yan. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up today. Actually, just a little thing, okay? Join us next month on June 2nd, and also check us out on onlok.com/Yan-Can-Cook with On Lok. Also, our recording will be uploaded next week, and you'll be able to find all this recipe there, and then what we've been doing for the last year, almost year and a half. Okay, thank you very much, and thank you, Chef Yan, for showing us the bonus of your beautiful garden.
Well, I only show you part of my garden. I have 3 different middle. The one we only show you only one section. Section A. I haven't get a chance to show you section B and section C.
I'm sure our audience would love to see the a little bit more of your produce and all that. But Paul, you can show us some picture next time. But I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll show some pictures.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much for everybody showing up here. Thank you very much, and I would see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Bye-bye.
母親節快樂。
Yeah.
母親節快樂。
Bye-bye.